Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. Today we will be beginning a brand new series, and by that I don't mean just a brand new prison, but something completely different. Well, this series will be called Prison Architect Vanilla, and then the prison title name. And over here, let's just turn this off for now so we can just focus on this. Now what this series will be focused on is pretty much self-explanatory by the name I've given it, Vanilla. It's just going to be Prison Architect without a grants mod and without me changing the bank balance. So I'll just be pretty much going off what it gives me here and what I can make through the duration of this prison, and hopefully I can make it work. I'm not too sure if it will turn out good or not because it's been quite some time since I actually played Prison Architect the way it was actually intended, I guess. But anyways, let's go ahead and start this off before we begin, so it just feels like we're a little productive. There we go, something like that. Excellent. Yeah, that's fine. Put that on fastest speed so they get that done as fast as possible, and we will go on to planning soon. And I'm not too sure how I'm going to plan this, but this idea arose from a comment I read by TNT is Cool 54, and he brought up an interesting point that I really just blew past before. He said that lately I've pretty much been just modifying the bank balance or using the grants mod in order to get a large income or a large pot right there, and that just pretty much made the game very simple without any, I guess, conflicts arising between prisoners. And I didn't really think too much about that. I said that, hey, I already did this previously, I did my trials and tribulations, why do I have to go back and do it again? That's pretty much what my mentality was. However, I was thinking, like, what he said was true. There is very little conflict because of the fact that I do have unlimited resources. I'm not restrained by that fact, and I think going back to basics is a good idea. So thank you for that. Thank you for opening my mind to that idea, and hopefully I could follow through and get something working. So what we will start off with is pretty much 90 grand right here, and hopefully we can make it work. So let's just get rid of that for now. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do this. But anyways, the only big concern I had about starting this series is that I really don't know. Well, I really didn't know how I was gonna sustain the prison, because if you recall, previously when I didn't use mods or change the balance, I would have to run the game for a few hours before I actually started recording in order to get a sufficient amount of money to build things. But the best solution I came up was just start a brand new series where I could jump between games, leave this game running when I'm away from the computer or while the computer's rendering a different video, and I could, I guess, alternate between prisons and maybe release them alternating throughout the week. That's a possibility. However, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Check out if that work or not. Let's go ahead and just do a quick floor plan here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 here, and then 2 slots. Okay, so we'll go that area right there. This is gonna work. I think so. Let's go up like that. Oops, there we go. That's the way to do it. So the fundamental planning will probably be the same. Let's just figure this out though. Right here we have that, and then what's the best way to approach this? There's a gap here. We could make the gaps like that and have a solitary door there. Or we could put the showers and then the solitary behind the shower. Or maybe we could just have a separate solitary altogether. I think that might be I think that's what I'll do. I'll have a separate solitary altogether. But let's see. If there's 9, 10, maybe we can move that down here like so. Maybe something like that. That could work. So 3, 6, 8, 10. That could be our basic layout for the cells. And I think that might be the most economical way to do that. Let's check the size. 20 by 11. Alright, so we got 20 by 11. What I think I might do is have this only on one side. I don't know. 20 by 11. Let's get rid of that now. And then let's do that here. 20 by 11. There we go. So that's pretty much solid there. I'm trying to fit within this area. I want at least 8 prisoners here. I'm not supposed to 80. At least. So we're just going to place these quickly and see how many fit here. We have a dead zone over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we got 6 there. And maybe we put it down for here. So let's leave 2 spaces there. And let's just go down like this. So the same thing. We're going to be 11 by 20. 11 by 20. And 11 by 20. How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's get rid of that one. And should we shuffle down? Or should we just leave this area like that? I think I will shuffle this down. So I wish I could control and paste all that. Unfortunately, that's not an option. We just have to redo that. There we go. Hopefully that's up. Doing great. Okay, there we go. And this one should be the last one we need. Alright. So we have all these cells over here now. Let's just make quick entrances so you know the doors on time is needed. There we go. There we go. So we have all that. Let's see. I think we will put the laundry over here. So let's make that room into a laundry. And then over here we will have the yard. That could be that's a big enough yard, isn't it? Doesn't have to be overly huge. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do some basic measurements. We need the entrance, so it's gonna poke out like so. And then each table is 4. So there we go. And then we gotta add the, what do you call it? Bench. 4, 8. Each table could hold 8. So we need 10 tables, like so. And then what we could do is put an entrance down here. So there'll be 2 entrances to this location. And I think that's fairly fair. And then we could get rid of that one spot over here for, or should we put up here? Like that. That could work. Yeah, that could work. Have an entrance there, and then put a separate room over here, which this will be for storage. Okay, so this is coming along pretty good. And let's just go down the list and just add everything we need. So we have our cells. We gotta add holding cells though. We're gonna jump ahead and add the solitary though. Let's go ahead and do that, solitary. Still a building about that. I'm just gonna do that. That's it. There's a solitary. Remember that? Much so there's a solitary. There we go. And let's see. What else should we do? What else should we do? The power can go there or down here. I think this person only 2 generators. That might be enough. Hopefully it is. Let's see. Alright, now let's go down the list. We have to do the holding cell. So where should we hold the cell? Right over here. Back here by the canteen. So the holding cell is actually I'll go right here. The holding cell is not too big. Let's see. Back here, I think. What's the size? Why is it doing that? Stop it. Room. I want the room. 5 by 5. Has to be indoor. Needs a toilet and a bench. I'm sure this adequately meets it. Let's make it smaller. There we go. I think that's 4. Alright, so let's extend that. There, 5 by 5. And we could add the entrance like that. So the gate will be there, the metal detector will be right there. And they can go in and out. Let's add one more, 25 by 10. I think if we have 3 workshops, that will be okay. If this is too big, then we'll split it down the middle, like so. How big is it then? This is 11 and 11. Alright, so that works out. So that's an option there. Have them split up like that. And let's move on. That's the wrong thing. Let's move on. Security. We need to add the offices. Let's see. We do the office. Demolish this part out. So let's go ahead and do materials. Let's pull this out. Go like that. Let's see. Rooms, objects. There we go. Demolish this area. And let's need 5 offices, right? This is like that. So let's see. Has to be floor. This is the office. So let's just break down that. There we go. That should go in this spot. The offices. 4 by 4. 4 by 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move this down. Right here. 4 by 4. And then we can do the warden's office right there. So this comes down like that. This actually over here. Let's see the space entrance there. There we go. That works out. There's all that space in right now. Smaller buildings equals a smaller bill. Alright, now we have our office location. Let's go on to the next requirement. The infirmary and morgue. Yes, let's add the infirmary and the morgue. Maybe right down here. What else do we need here? Let's see. Let us look and take a gander at what we need. Common room. We have the laundry, we have the visitation, and we need the cleaning cupboard. So let's get the common room up and running. So there's the common room. There, have one door there for the common room. You know what? Let's just extend it like that. Get rid of that. Make a nice path down. Like so. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. So they could go in and out like that. And we have this large area down here now for the, I guess the cleaning cupboards. So we'll have 2 cleaning cupboards, like so. Hopefully they're big enough. If not, we could attach them together to make them big enough, because we know what the issue is with the cleaning cupboards. And the rest of the space could be used for security. So I'm not going to put a security office, but I will be using rooms for the CCTV monitors. So what are we going to do? Because that's 3 like that. There we go. That's 6.5. 6.5. 6.5. There we go. There we go. 6 centimeters though. There we go. That's great. So we'll have the ability to put, I guess, this should be 3. There we go. 3, 4, 5. 5 times 3 is 15 monitors right there. And I forgot how many times each monitor. Okay, so we're going to go in there. Because consultation labels match. Let's see. Well, that's 6, yeah, it's not 6, we learned that from previous incidents. But it looks like we have everything planned out. Let's just run through the list one more time just to be sure. So cells, we have them all down through there. Holding cell is located right over here. Solitaire, we have that nicely established down through there. Canteen, kitchen, connected. Showers integrated. Yard right over here. Storage is right beside the kitchen. Delivery garbage is done. We don't need the execution. There's no purpose for it yet. Workshops, we have a nice plot of land for the workshop saved up. Security, we don't need to worry about that. We got the offices, open concept. Infirmary and morgue is integrated right over there. Common room, we have it right here. A pretty large room for everyone. Let's see. Laundry is done. That should be more than enough. Visitation, we have a nice little quaint spot for visitation and cleaning. But anyways, in the future, we will be looking through this prison, and hopefully we can make it happen. We could take our time with this. The other series is going to go off on its own direction, where it's mostly going to be about just building up the prison as fast as possible and just experimenting with new layouts, new designs, and hopefully that'll work out. And for this Prison Architect Vanilla, we'll just focus on trying to build up the most successful prison without any incidents. So the other series, I don't care what happens. If the fight breaks out, it breaks out. If people escape, they escape. But in Prison Architect Vanilla, I'm going to try to ensure that there's no escapes and no major incidents while being restricted to the bank balance right over there. And hopefully it's going to work out. You just got to stay tuned to watch if it pans out the way I hope it does. So with that said, I just want to conclude this episode by saying thank you for watching. Thank you TNT is cool 54 for giving the suggestion. I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a little boring because it was just me talking about nonsense and building the prison, but I just want to say thank you regardless. Until next time, of course.